Oh man. Well, I got something for that. I got something for that shit. 7-7.
7-7. Now here you boy. Get it. Who he got?
You got the Rams.
I got the Bears. Let's see what I do. I'll just get on that hospital shit. The Bears, baby.
You think you about to beat me? I got you now, motherfucker. You think you about to beat me? Let's go. Let's go. You won't beat me bad. You won't beat me today, nigga.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing.
He's doing a little something. He's doing a little something.
Team able to pass it and get the football. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Lock in. Come on. Out.
Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time.
Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, seam 6. 59.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
On 2nd down. It's Cohen, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you gotta like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they want.
And he is touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oh, yeah, that's a franchise. I'm sorry.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
You nigga, let's go.
25 after a gain of 5.
Put your ass nigga.
Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Pick that shit. I know you been going there, dog.
Out of bounds.
What that bitch ass nigga been going there, dog?
Waiting for your opponent to kick. Hey, baby, let's go, man. Feeling good, right?
This nigga balling, dog.
They say enjoy your day, because tomorrow might be shit.
That nigga fast me to snub.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Called that a very strong gain of 24. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
I got to stop this bitch ass.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a give to
Davis. That boy.
35-yard line.
That boy nice.
Prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run. This is Cohen looking to find a lane, but he
Can't get them all, Big Rig.
The line of scrimmage. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that tackle, pretty nice.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
You have the call for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure
always cheap for red, boy.
I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down Broadway. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
You're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll bring the Falcons up now. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan. This one caught by
1700 now.
10-5, touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 77 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Here's Ryan. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some good catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They're going to be in the middle of the table all game, and then they win. Yeah, you're supposed to win, man.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out on the field. They had fortunate to get points on the board last time. They didn't really
the kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. But we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Trubisky will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is picked up by the Bears. And maybe getting a little...
Fumble, my ball. Ooh. Oh, that nigga trying to be pretty. I wish he won. They ain't let me run that shit. They should have stalled.
Hey, you get juked in the backfield with the quarterback and still. What the fuck? Dawg, this man is just. Dawg, this game would be good. Anything to help you.
Cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackle.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan.
Give me that.
And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
Lord.
Picked off by Kyle
That's to the house. To the crib.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. His time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam.
Give me that!
Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
45. Mike, 45.
Throwing here, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Cohen. The 20.
Get down.
Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I'm up 28, 24.
18-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman.
Oh, shit.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Was looking for Ridley again, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 42 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They try again with Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 18.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete.
I'm going to holler at you.
You won?
Yeah, I went for it on 4th and 10 and got it. Khalil Mack.